Okay, here we go. This is from Brenda Pat in our Bring It On segment, who says, I have 2 grown boys and they both treat me badly. They don't come to see me unless they want something, and they lie to me all the time. I have no one else to help me. When I ask them for help, they get mad and tell me that they have to do everything for me. They don't see me on my birthday or Mother's Day. I just want to stay away from them to avoid the hurt. Is this wrong of me?
I think what's wrong with you is the way you raise them when they're young. The Bible says that you bring up a child the way he should go. When he's old, he won't depart therefrom. There was something that happened. You didn't teach those kids responsibility when they're younger. You didn't give them chores to do. You didn't give them discipline. And perhaps you didn't give them love and affection. There's something wrong. But you'll have an aching in your heart if you cut them off. So I recommend that you continue to love them. But see if you can't find somebody else to help you, even if you have to hire somebody to do the chores and to take care of you, and be independent, and so they don't feel like they're burdened. I mean, they're obviously selfish. They're obviously heartless. They're not good people like they ought to be. But for yourself, you don't want to hold bitterness. You'll have an aching longing in your own heart, and you'd be better to open your heart, continue to love them.
Yeah, by not setting up unrealistic expectations.
Exactly.
Of that, right?
Right.
This is Callie Pat, who says, I've been divorced for 7 years now. For the past 4 years, 2 of my children have received 0 child support. Their father is irresponsible, and he's not in my children's lives. He owes so much in tuition and back child support that he may go to jail. He agreed in the divorce settlement to a certain amount, but now he doesn't even provide for their basic needs. I recently took legal action. Was it wrong for me to sue him?
No, we have courts set up. In the Old Testament, there were courts. Jesus talked about courts. The idea is that people do have disputes, and the court is there to adjudicate those disputes. Your husband's a deadbeat, and there are laws in almost every state dealing with deadbeat dads. He's got to do what he's agreed to do. He's responsible for the upkeep of those children, and he's not doing it. So there's nothing wrong with putting the pressure on him. But the thing I want to tell people when you go to court, keep in your heart a forgiving spirit. If you go vindictive, it'll hurt you. But if you just say, look, I'm merely asking for you to do right. I'm not going to be angry with you. I'm not going to hate you. But I'm asking for a just settlement, and the court will force you to do what you should have agreed to do voluntarily. All right.
Okay, this is Karen, who says, is it wrong or sinful to have a feeling of being tired, uninterested, and wanting to leave this world? I know and love God and want very much to be with him. Nevertheless, this is not the sole reason I want to leave. I know that I'm not suicidal, and I do get depressed, but not in an unusual way. I know God is able to do above and beyond anything we can ask or imagine. What can I do?
What I think you ought to do, you've got a physical condition that is probably low blood sugar, something like that.
Some kind of thing.
You're short of the appropriate vitamins and minerals. I recommend you go to an endocrinologist and test out the various chemicals, the various things that would keep you going. So you've got something that's short, and you're dragging, and you're dragging so much, you say the world is, let's get out of this world. But I think I'd treat it right now, not so much spiritual as physical. You need help, and a doctor can immediately check your blood, have them do a blood test for your sugar response and so forth. Okay.
This is Jesse, who says, why is gold and silver continuously being advertised to buy when, according to Revelation, in the end times we'll not be able to buy or sell no matter what we have? We must have the mark of the beast to buy or sell or trade.
Do you honestly think that the gold market reads Revelation?
They should, but they don't.
Do you honestly think they're trying to make a buck? I mean, it's business. And the Bible, though, does say neither your gold or your silver shall deliver the day of God's wrath. So if you're looking for some end-time thing, not the thing you want to have as treasure in heaven, but gold is an investment, silver is an investment. It isn't the ultimate hedge. It isn't anything. Gold goes up and gold goes down. And I might add, in my life, I got rid of a number of gold things because, you know, I said they'd go to $1,800 an ounce, and they'd come back down to about $1,250 or something like that, $1,300. The hot thing these days is palladium and platinum. Palladium is, you know, the miners went on strike, and so that's gone up. So it isn't gold or silver, it's God. And there are a lot of other investments that right now are better than gold or silver, but I don't think the people advertising have any concept of what Revelation says, nor do they care, all right?
This is Chiquila, who says, I've been married for 13 years to a man who constantly disrespects me with his use of porn. I've attempted numerous times to communicate with him on how this affects me as a woman, especially since I know it's definitely not okay as far as God is concerned. I'm not sure, but I believe it's also the reason that our intimacy levels have dropped way down to almost null and void. We still have 2 younger children at home, and financially, I'm a bit scared to walk away. I live off of my military retirement, and I'm going to school soon to graduate with my AA. I've been praying for clarity for quite some time. What do I do, Pat?
This guy has broken the marriage. He's in love with fantasy, and this stuff has become an obsession, and I think you ought to, first of all, give him a warning. Say, listen, if you don't get professional help, if you don't go to counseling, if you don't give this stuff up, I'm leaving. And let him make the decision. But you have every ground, according to the Bible, on a situation like that. He is having adultery with those people in his mind on the air. And he's obsessed, and he's destroying you. You can make money. You've got a retirement. You can have other things. God will give you what you need, but I wouldn't stay around in a situation like that. It's destroying you. But maybe you can help him. Maybe there's some way he's got it. But he is captive. This stuff he has been taken over by satanic forces, and he needs to be helped. So you need to pray. But just treat him as somebody who's sick. This is a sickness, but it's the kind of sickness that you can't allow to continue in your own life.
Well, we thank you for your questions today, and we always love hearing from you.